Some people actually think Tai Chi has a religious connotation to it, or it's some type of a spiritual exercise. No, Tai Chi actually began in a Taoist monastery with Taoist monks. So that may be where they get this connotation that Tai Chi is a religion. That was 400 years ago.
Welcome to the Beauty Talk podcast, where we feature how the best medical practitioners help their patients to look better, younger, and healthier. Now, enjoy the show, and here's your host.
Daniel Gao here. I'm the host of Beauty Talk, where we feature the top medical practitioners in health and beauty, both inside and out. I have Dr. Clint Pearman here of Tai Chi Edge. Clint is a mind-body medicine practitioner specializing in applied Qigong and Tai Chi for health and well-being. He is also the founder of the Tai Chi Edge, a California-based organization that designs, develops, and facilitates Tai Chi and Qigong education, training, and exercise programs to improve individual and community health and well-being. The Tai Chi Edge offers the first evidence-based Tai Chi enhanced comprehensive workplace health and wellness program. So welcome, Clint. Glad to have you here.
Daniel, thank you for having me. And I must say, I feel honored and blessed to be on your show. I've seen some of your other guests, and just to be in that crowd, to be invited into that group, makes me feel honored. So thank you for having me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. So Clint, I'm curious, how did you actually first get interested in Tai Chi to begin with?
That's an interesting question. So got to be around 2004. I retired out of the military, and I had a background in health and wellness through the military and academically. And then my parents started reaching that elder, senior citizen age, where I recognized they were experiencing all types of health and wellness issues just because no one had taught them what they needed to know. And I went to my dad wound up a hospice situation, and I showed up with my family to talk to the hospice people about what was going on. And I left out of that meeting feeling I wasn't confident they knew what they were talking about. So I went home, literally, I was in my late 50s then, middle 50s. I went home and I'm thinking, I'm going to go to medical school just so I can learn about health to fix all the stuff that people need to know. So I went home, went to Google, spent about 2 minutes when I realized I'm too old to be going back to medical school. So I decided to go into a doctorate of health psychology program. And through that program, my focus, I'm one of those rare doctoral students that knew in advance what I wanted to study and what I wanted to focus on. And what I wanted to focus on was the epidemic of chronic diseases in general and obesity in particular. By the time I finished, I realized and I heard one of your other guests say this, I realized everything that we've been taught, we've heard about how to solve the obesity and overweight problem, it's all wrong. It's not a medical problem, yet the medical field dominates this arena. In fact, many people don't even know this. It had to be around 2012, the medical field decided to declare obesity a disease just so they could claim it on insurance. Because prior to that, if you went to the doctors about obesity, that wasn't a reason for the doctor to claim insurance. Well, if you go back to the start of that to now, has it gotten better? No. I realized the problem wasn't that we didn't know what to do about weight loss. What we didn't know was how to get people to do it. And it's not a weight loss problem. It is a behavioral health problem, which is the realm of psychology. Yeah. So I then had to figure out, how can I create an easy and simple program? Because people will do it if it's easy and simple. If it's not easy and simple, they're not going to do it. And I've been studying Tai Chi for years, but I never thought about it as a mechanism or a platform for creating an overall general health and wellness program until I was in this doctoral program. And I realized you can use Tai Chi as a weight loss program because once people learn it, it's fun, it's easy to do, and it has a giant evidence-based of its health enhancing benefits. At that point, I decided I'm going to start getting serious about Tai Chi. So it had to be around 2015. I started studying Tai Chi at the academic level and got serious. My doctoral research was actually titled, my dissertation was the Tai Chi Enhanced Workplace Health and Wellness, a systematic literature review for a program design, implementation, and evaluation. So I literally read probably 1,500 scientific studies on Tai Chi so that I knew what I was talking about when I spoke. And that began what I like to say, my journey into the serious field of Tai Chi. And then I was offered a position at a hospital to teach Tai Chi. Well, let's back up. Before that, during COVID, I was the brain injury specialist for the Defense Health Agency here on the West Coast at a major hospital. When, if you remember, during COVID, a lot of the medical people that were primary care people, they had to work and they were stressed out. I began teaching Tai Chi in the mental health or in a brain injury facility when I realized the world needs to know this. And it was from that point, I developed the Tai Chi Edge, which is a mind-body medicine training and education program based off of Tai Chi to help people improve their overall health and well-being. That was the long route, but that hopefully explains it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a fantastic story about how you started and then how you to where you are right now. Now, I know a lot of people have heard about or maybe even seen Tai Chi and maybe even Qigong, but what actually is Tai Chi? If you had to explain it to someone who just has heard the term, maybe have seen some videos or people in the park doing it, but doesn't really know about, how would you explain it to them, and also how it's different from Qigong?
Excellent question. I appreciate that. And that's always the first thing people need to know. Now, I'm going to give it to you in the first grade level first. So if you were first grade, what is Tai Chi? First and foremost, it's a martial arts. It began 400 years ago as a self-defense martial arts practice. Many people don't even know that. That is what separates it from Qigong. And I'm going to go deeper in a moment. Qigong is not a martial arts. It is a form of traditional Chinese medicine. Tai Chi uses many of the Qigong principles, philosophies, and techniques in Tai Chi to exert or to create the health enhancing benefits. So first grade, Tai Chi is a martial arts, but now let's go more advanced. However, most people do not practice Tai Chi for its martial application. Most people practice Tai Chi today for its health enhancing benefits. So you can easily say Tai Chi is a martial arts that most people practice today for its mind, body, exercise, health and wellness benefits.
Okay, got it. Now, you did talk a little bit before about you developed this thing called the Tai Chi Edge. I want to know a little bit more about that. Can you speak more about that?
Yes. So I've been certified and I have certificates and I've been to multiple training programs in Tai Chi, probably more than 10 different training programs. And at the point when I began teaching Tai Chi clinically, meaning in a medical facility to people with health and mental health issues, I realized none of the training I attended, the live training or the virtual training, did the instructors or the masters teach the health benefits. I've attended some of the world's leading Tai Chi programs, some of them even with the name health in it, but through the program, no one talked about the health enhancing benefits, or they glossed over it. But then if you read the books, these masters talk about the health benefits in the book, but not in the actual training. And I realized people need to know, especially adults, when adults are coming to Tai Chi for health benefits, first thing we know about adult education, they need to know why. So I created the Tai Chi Edge. What the Tai Chi Edge, that's my company that specializes in teaching what's called the Tai Chi Enhanced, that's the key word, Tai Chi Enhanced style. Now, other Tai Chi instructors are going to wonder, well, what do you mean enhanced? We enhance our version of Tai Chi with Western terminology, Western science. So while the typical, and we do too, the typical Tai Chi instructor may talk about yin and yang and Qi, we talk about that from a Western science perspective. So we may use the term bioelectricity for Qi. So when you ask what is the Tai Chi Edge, that's the name of the company that created the Tai Chi enhanced style. And the Tai Chi enhanced style is a specialized form of Tai Chi that focuses solely on the health benefits, and we use Western science and terminology to help Westerners understand it, so that it doesn't sound so esoteric and woo-woo when you talk about Qi and this mysterious. It is really not mysterious anymore. We kind of know what the Chinese were talking about when they created Qi.
Okay, that's a great explanation of, it's a very good way to explain, like, okay, what is Tai Chi and how can you make it applicable so people understand in an easy to understand format?
Right, that's the whole goal of what we do, is to make it easy so those of us in the West, and when I first began studying it, my initial inclination was, this thing about Qi, that's just not scientific. What do you mean Qi, this mysterious force that flows through the universe? That's just crazy. But the more I studied, I realized there were some scientists and researchers that actually have Western explanations of that. And one of the biggest is thinking Qi is the energy that flows through your body. That's essentially bioelectricity, or you could even call it blood, which flows through your body, which provides energy. And one of the ones where we maintain is Qi, the thing that creates the Qi, the force, is oxygen or air, the air we breathe. So we try to make it easy for those of us in the West to understand. And I should say, because if other Tai Chi instructors hear this and they're wondering, well, are we eliminating the traditional stuff? Absolutely not. We teach the traditional Tai Chi principles, techniques, and philosophies. We just enhance it with Western science.
Got it. Okay. Now, you've talked a lot about the health benefits of doing Tai Chi. So could you speak a little bit more about what those would look like, both on the physical side, but also on the psychological side as well?
Absolutely. And I love that question, because that book right there, do you see that?
Yep.
The Harvard Medical School Guide for Tai Chi was the first Western big thing that hit the medical field, making us kind of aware that Harvard is studying Tai Chi. Not only is Harvard studying Tai Chi, they're the leading academic facility in the West. Well, in America, they're the leading academic facility in America that studies Tai Chi. And Dr. Peter Wayne, who wrote the book, is the leading scientist, I think, in the West, who has published the most research. So when you hear about these health enhancing benefits, if you're a Western scientist, you can have the propensity to think that doesn't make sense. How does that movement that they do, how does that exert these health benefits? So if you look at it from a health benefit first, just physical health, Tai Chi, the exercise of Tai Chi and Qigong, and I should add this, Tai Chi is considered a form of Qigong. So remember, there are two different things: Qigong, traditional Chinese medicine; Tai Chi, martial arts. But Tai Chi is often considered a form of Qigong. So when we look at the health benefits, and I'm only talking Western now, forget what the Chinese were talking about. Let's talk about, what do we know from the scientific literature? Tai Chi can help enhance cardiovascular health. It can help enhance digestive health, heart disease. We all know it has the ability to improve lower body strength, upper body strength. It can improve balance. Now, if we, and more things, but those are the big ones. And then if we go into the mental health arena, kind of where my expertise lies, it can improve depression, anxiety, or stress-related issues, trauma-related issues, PTSD. And my background before Tai Chi, or professionally, was in the traumatic brain injury field. Tai Chi has health enhancing benefits for people that are experiencing the post-concussive symptoms of traumatic brain injuries. So essentially, you can almost assume Tai Chi has some level. Some things have very good health benefits. Other things have minor health benefits. The things that have no health benefits, we won't even talk about, but I'll add one. The Tai Chi effects on beauty and health. Some people may not even have considered this, but because of Tai Chi's stress reduction ability, it plays a major role in health and beauty because being able to lower stress can help improve skin. In other words, if you're stressed out, you're going to have skin problems, acne problems, even premature aging. Tai Chi can also help with circulation. The slow movement enhances your body's blood circulation, which carries oxygen and nutrients to your skin. It can improve your lymphatic system, which helps to extract all the chemicals and things out of your body. That's Tai Chi. And then it can also boost your immune system. And we know the importance of having a healthy immune system. So besides the health enhancing physical health benefits and the psychological health benefits, you can tie Tai Chi benefits into more specific arenas like the aesthetics business, health and beauty business. And that doesn't even count the health benefits you get from just cardiovascular health and strength building from the Tai Chi.
Wow, I didn't realize there were so many health benefits to Tai Chi. There's so much there.
And if I were to list if a person were to Google and go to the academic databases and Google health benefits for Tai Chi, it's unlimited. And if you think like this, here's the easiest way to look at it, because one of the problems we've faced in the research arena is, how do you study Tai Chi? They can't figure out, how does Tai Chi exert all these benefits? Peter Wayne identified what he calls the 8 ingredients in Tai Chi. Now this will blow you away. What he did, Peter Wayne and his team did, they investigated Tai Chi like you would do a drug test. So if you created a drug, you got to go through drug trials. And they're going to test every ingredient in that drug for its efficacy. Well, Peter Wayne and his team, they broke Tai Chi down into its individual ingredients and they identified it to us. Now, that's for researchers. If you were a researcher and you need to understand, well, how do I study this Tai Chi? Just get the Harvard Medical School guide. Peter Wayne made it easy for us. These are the 8 specific things you study. That makes it easy for you to then go to Google and search, what are the Tai Chi health benefits? You'll see a ton of a list. There's probably 50, 60 different things. Just remember, I make it easy. Remember, Tai Chi enhanced style, we make it easy. There are 4 fundamental ingredients that create the health benefits. The first one is the active relaxation. That's from Harvard's Hubert Benson, who created the relaxation response, he discovered the relaxation response, which is the opposite of the stress response. In Tai Chi, especially the Tai Chi enhanced style we do, we focus on active relaxation. And then the next one, deep breathing. Everybody knows the importance of breathing, but very few. If you went to a Tai Chi instructor, rarely will you hear them talk about actively relax. Rarely will you hear them talk about breathe deep and slow. And then the third one is controlled, coordinated movement. Here's a term I bet you haven't heard: meta-aerobics. So Dr. Peter Griffin studied Tai Chi, and he was trying to figure out, Tai Chi is not aerobic and it's not anaerobic. How does it create these health benefits? We know how aerobics things work. We know how anaerobics work. How does Tai Chi work? Because it's neither. Well, through his research, and he did bio research, he was drawing blood, doing body scans, CAT scans, and all of that. And he discovered or created what he says now is another level of exercise. There is anaerobics, aerobics, and now meta-aerobics. Meta-aerobics, meaning below aerobics, is how that slow movement exerts its health benefits on you. That's, and I like to say ABCD, 4 benefits. A, active relaxation. B, breathing deep and slow. C, control slow movement. And now we know the kind of the mechanisms behind that. And then D, direct focus, concentration, and attention. That's really all you're doing in Tai Chi. You're actively relaxing. We know the benefits from that. Harvard already talks about it in the relaxation response. Your deep breathing, we already know the benefits. Control slow movement, we now know the benefits as in meta-aerobics. And then when you take and add direct focus, concentration, and attention on that slow movement, Tai Chi becomes moving meditation.
Wow.
That's what the normal term is, moving meditation. However, Harvard will tell you in the book, Peter Wayne talks about, it could just as well be called, now get this, moving medication. Yes, because the health benefits are so abundant, physicians have been authorized or approved to recommend Tai Chi as an evidence-based intervention or treatment. In other words, but only physicians that know that. Tai Chi is still a brand new exercise, but there are lots of hospitals that know this. But then there are lots of people that still don't. The hospital I work at, they're aware that Tai Chi can be prescribed as a evidence, that's the key word, evidence-based treatment for various mental health issues.
Wow, I never thought I would learn so much about Tai Chi. There's so much that
I know I can get carried away with this because it's kind of my love right now.
Now, I'm sure you get a lot of misconceptions about Tai Chi. What are some of those most common misconceptions that you hear from people about Tai Chi or Qigong?
Well, the first thing, I'm glad you added Tai Chi or Qigong. The first thing is that Qigong and Tai Chi are the same thing. They look so similar, except in Qigong, let me add this, and there's hundreds, maybe even thousands of different types of Qigong. Just think of this. If an exercise involves deep breathing, that can be classified as Qigong. If an exercise involves slow movement, can be classified as Qigong. If it involves focus, concentration, all of these things can be classified as Qigong. But the biggest misconception is that it's the same thing as Tai Chi. No. Tai Chi is a martial arts. You're not going to use Qigong to defend yourself. I don't care if you've been studying Qigong for 20 years. It is not going to defend you against someone. But if you've been studying martial Tai Chi, you can defend yourself. Well, it's a martial arts. So that's the biggest misconception. And I guess another one is, and I'm guilty of this, it takes a long time to learn Tai Chi and to get the health benefits. Well, that's a trick question. There are many different types of Tai Chi. Let's go with the health version. The health version, well, all of them are a health version, but the most popular version is called Yang Style 24 Form. That's the version that China sanctioned 4 teachers in 1956. In other words, they asked 4 teachers in 1956 to create a health and wellness program for the country because they didn't have enough physicians to help the billion people that were in China. Fortunately, those 4 teachers were Tai Chi masters. And what they created is called Yang Style, the Yang Style Simplified 24 Form. It's simplified from the 108. So originally it was 108 things you had to learn. It'll take your lifetime. You got to go give up your life, buy a robe and a turban and whatever you wear and move into a sanctuary. It took forever. They needed to create a simple version that people could do in the parks and the gyms at home. And what they created is what we call Yang Style 24 Form. So I had to make it even simpler. The research I could not find, well, when I took the job at the hospital, they told me you only have 6 weeks. You get a patient population in cohorts, 5 to 10 patients at a time, and you only got 6 weeks. I read the research, so I have to go back to the research. Looking, is that normal? That doesn't work. So I go to my boss. I love my boss. Go to my boss. There's no research that says 6 weeks will give me enough time to create a clinically relevant result. Her response, I love her response, you only got 6 weeks.
Find a way to make it happen.
Right, make it happen. So I have to go, this is where the Tai Chi Enhanced style comes from. I have to go invent a different form, not different, but I have to invent a form of Tai Chi that can get a result in 6 weeks. And what I created was the Tai Chi Enhanced style. And all I did was emphasize, remember, I had come from the training where they rarely talked about active relaxation, deep breathing, controlled movement, and directed focus and concentration. They really talked about that. As I'm studying the research, I realized I need to emphasize that. But now you got to get it. I'm experimenting because I don't know if this is going to work. So it took me about 4 to 5 months and I was messing stuff up left and right with the patient, trying to figure out how do I get this to work. And at about the 7th month, I realized it's starting to work. In just the first session, I'm getting patients that will say, the Tai Chi was great. I don't even know why I need to keep coming to this mental health thing anymore. I don't need it anymore. Yeah, you do, because you're in the program. And then, so I have 3 groups of people I do Tai Chi with. I have my patient population who were then who were then reporting good to great results. Then I have my senior citizen population who were, I have to tell the story about Tuesday. So Tuesday, I was at one of my senior citizen centers, and as I'm coming in to do our Tai Chi, I hear one of my seniors arguing with the front desk. He is upset because he's not going to be able to get into the next week. So they only allow them, and it was a coincidence, they only allow them 6 weeks of Tai Chi, and then there's a waiting list. So he was mad, and he was telling them, I have to get into the Tai Chi, I can't go. And he had only been in there 4 weeks when he realized, I want to get into the next group. Wow. So, and then my 3rd group is my community-based program. So the biggest misconception is it takes a long time. Nah, if you put an emphasis on the way we do it with the Tai Chi enhanced style at the Tai Chi Edge, you put an emphasis on those 4 things, we see results a lot quicker than what the typical research says, which can be 8 to 12 weeks or more.
So in your situation, what would you say is the average time for people to see those results? And also, is it easy to do? I'm sure that's another question you get a lot from people. It's like, is this easy, or like, am I really going to have to work at this? And
okay, that's great. So that's a great question. So it's kind of like this: is going to the gym and working out easy? And do I have to work at it? Well, hello. You don't just get muscles, or you don't just get in shape by working out once a week. That doesn't work. Now, the difference between Tai Chi, and I was thinking about this because I was hoping you would ask that, there's a different group of people evolving into the health and fitness arena that Tai Chi specializes in. In the 80s and early 90s, it was that Billy Blanks, that hard hit workout stuff that when you were in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and even maybe in your 50s, you could do that hard stuff. Those people are now 60 and 70. They can't do that. Well, some of us can, but the vast majority of them are not. They're gravitating towards the softer, easier Tai Chi. Now, is it hard? Absolutely not. It is the easiest thing in the world to do once you've learned it. That's the trick. Once you've learned the form we teach, which is the Yang Style 24 form, I think the guy that holds the record in my group for learning it the fastest took him 30 days. In 30 days, he learned and almost, I wouldn't say mastered, but he's one of my instructors now. He got so good at the 24 form that he's one of my instructors. But now I have students that have been in the program for more than a year, and they haven't learned it. And then I had to learn a lesson from one of the masters I trained with. I was complaining that I have some students, man, they're just taking forever to learn this. And he smacked me in the head. You don't own Tai Chi. They don't even have to learn it. They can copy it. You can get the benefits from just being in the group and just copying what they do. Now, but you can't do it on your own at home if you don't have it memorized. So the benefit from memorizing the 24 form is that you get to do it at home. However, you don't have to memorize that, just learn 6. We can memorize a phone number, you can learn the 6 forms, and you can get a benefit. But there's other tricks. When you can learn the Yang Style 24 form, you now have the synchronization benefit, health enhancing benefit that you get when you come out to our group. I don't know if you've seen the group Tai Chi at my website, but we have groups that we do it together. And that adds, after those first 4, there are 6 more key health benefits that the Tai Chi enhanced style drives that include the environment, doing it outside, doing it with a group of people that you enjoy, and a bunch of other things, especially one being intention, knowing why you're doing it. So to answer that question, is it hard or easy? It's easy as can be once you learn it. How long will it take you? Up to you. Do you even have to learn it? No. You can find a group, which is the tricky part, finding a group that you can resonate with. that you enjoy being with. And hopefully that instructor knows enough to know you don't have to learn it. You can just copy. I learned that from one of the senior Tai Chi instructors, Tai Chi masters here in the Southern California area. You don't have to learn it. So how long does it take? Up to you.
Okay, that's good to know. I think that puts a lot of people's mind at ease as far as how long it would take, the best thing to get out of it. Is it easy, not easy? Now, I'm sure that you must have had some challenging cases before. Maybe someone was trying to lose weight or fix their mental health, and they tried all these different, I call it Western medicine techniques, and just didn't work for them. And then they came to you and they got this amazing outcome. Do you have any stories that you can share of a situation like that?
Oh my goodness. I think the best story, I'm not going to use my patient load. I'm going to use my senior citizen load, because they actually put these up on videos, which says they must have given me permission to talk about it.
Yeah.
So I have a senior citizen that told me that she had been to 6 or 7 different doctors for her arthritis. And for this matter, this example I'm giving applies to lots of things where they've been multiple physicians in the allopathic medical profession, typical medical Western medicine, and they weren't able to get any results. In this one case, she had been to, I think she said 6 or 7 people to help her with her arthritis. And then she came to Tai Chi, and then the next day she realized her arthritis had gotten better. What had happened was all we taught her to do was to relax. She hadn't learned how to relax. Now, I don't even know the mechanisms behind that. All I know is she claimed she had been to multiple different arthritis specialists.
Yeah.
And I also know Tai Chi has evidence base for its effect on arthritis. Why it works so fast with her, I can only surmise, because all she knew to do, relax. Make your body relax internally, then breathe deep and slow. And then as you're staying relaxed, coordinate the movement and stay relaxed. And then the big one, turn your focus, watch this, turn your focus inside so that you're either focusing on your breathing, you're focusing on being actively relaxed, or now see, in China, they would tell you to focus on moving the qi, which is what you want to do, but that's too hard. If your brand, what do you mean move the qi? I just want to learn that's why we don't get that deep until the student is an advanced student. Then we can shift their thinking from focusing either on relaxing, breathing, deep breathing, the movement, or once they become advanced, now we're going to shift up your thinking. Now you're going to focus on actually moving the qi. And by that time, they're hooked. They love Tai Chi. So in the case of this one senior, she came back and said, hey, they told me that after she went to a doctor, the doctors were baffled about what had happened. She told them, I'm doing Tai Chi. And you heard the story, or they told him, keep doing it. So that is not a rare example. I get that for multiple things. I get it for my high blood pressure. I get it for my diabetes, which the research on diabetes wasn't that strong.
Yeah.
The research on high blood pressure is strong. Doing Tai Chi has a strong evidence base. But even the stuff where the research is not that strong, people seem to get a result. But I always say, you're not going to use Tai Chi in place of what your doctor told you to do. In the beginning, you have to use it as a supplement to what they're doing, then go back to your doctor and say, hey, I don't think I have these problems. Here's one of, how can I tell this? Okay, so I had a patient who came to the Tai Chi his first week. At the end of his first week, he wanted to know how he could get out of the session for 6 weeks with the rest of the different things they had to do, because he thought the Tai Chi was all he needed.
Wow,
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, those are some fantastic stories. I mean, just the health benefits for those people, I mean, completely changed their lives.
Right.
Now, Clint, I have one last question for you, but before I ask it, I want to point people to your website over at www.taichiedgehome.com. Now, the last question is, what would you say is the most important piece of advice you can give to someone who's maybe on the fence about trying Tai Chi, but there's something holding them back? Maybe they have a misconception about it. Maybe they think, oh, it's not going to help my issue. Like, what kind of advice would you give to them?
Yeah, and you just made me think of another major misconception. Some people actually think Tai Chi has a religious connotation to it, or it's some type of a spiritual exercise. I just did a class for a group of pastors in their military, not pastors, what are they called? Clergy in the military. And one of the head members wanted to know, am I going to talk about religion or spirituality? No, we're not going to talk about any of that unless you want me to. And the reason is this: Tai Chi actually began in a Taoist monastery with Taoist monks. So that may be where they get this connotation that Tai Chi is a religion. No, that was 400 years ago. It's so far separated from that very few people even know that there was a connection. But that small group of people that do may think, well, I don't want to do Tai Chi because that's against my religion. No, there's no religion. Is yoga a religion? No. Is Pilates? No. Is running, jogging a religion? No. But can you turn it into a spiritual practice? Absolutely. Because it helps you get in touch with your mind. So I would tell people, if you're on the fence with Tai Chi, first understand this: there is no question. The research has already established Tai Chi has all these benefits. The research now is moving towards explaining why it does all of these things. We already know it does. So now the next round of research is bio-research, looking at how on earth does it actually do this. And as I mentioned, Griffin has figured out this thing called meta-aerobics. So if you're on the fence, just go try it. That's the easiest way. Understand there's no religion. You're not committed. Fine. Oh, I have an easier way. If you're even not sure where to go to my website. We have a community-based free program in which I walk people through step by step to teach you how to do it. And try it. And if it doesn't work, don't do it. If it works, give me a thumbs up.
That's fantastic. I mean, it's simple. Just give it a shot. Well, there you have it. Clint sharing his expertise with everyone. So Clint, where can people contact you?
So the fastest, easiest way is just go to the website, taichiedgehome.com, or my email, my name, clintpearman@gmail.com. Or Clint Pearman me on social media, or I think all my social medias are under Clint Pearman, or Google me and you'll find me. If you want to call, 817-601-5237.
Awesome. Well, great. Thanks for being on the show again, Clint, and sharing your message with the world.
Daniel, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for listening to the Beauty Talk podcast. Any questions, please contact the practice directly with the contact information provided during the show. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.